Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Yemi. I am so excited to have you here. Today we're going to be talking about biking. Yes, biking 101. If you were interested, continue to watch on. If not, I will see you in my other videos. Thank you. So let's jump right into it. Biking 101. So recently I started putting my pictures on social media. So some of my biking pictures I put on social media like Instagram and WhatsApp just for fun. After going out for a ride, pictures that I take with my friends, with my riding, friends, I put it on my social media, and because of that, I've had a lot of people, friends and families, and just asking me, hey Yemi, when did you start biking? How did you get into biking? What kind of bike should I get? And because a number of people asked me, I just figured out, hey, do a short video on biking. So that's why we're doing this biking 101. So as a kid, I never did learn how to ride a bike. Don't ask me how, why, when, what. It just didn't happen. But it was something that I always just like, oh my goodness, it would be nice, nice to get on a bike and just go. So when I met my husband, actually when we first got married, my husband taught me how to ride. And at the time, it didn't really click because the street that we were living on was very hilly. So I was always afraid about going out, and I gave up on riding. So years after that, a friend of mine came for a sleepover. So it was a weekend sleepover. She brought a bike with her, and my husband is like, oh, this is a good opportunity. Why don't you ask your friend to teach you how to ride? And that was it was the magic time. It was the best time, Shout out to you, my dear friend and coach, yourself, that taught me how to ride. And that has been 2 summers ago. So she took me out, I think maybe one or 2 days, and I just, for some reason, got a hang of it, and I started, riding. I started riding. I, did a lot of practice by myself, and 2 summers after, I feel very confident, as a biker. So that was how I started biking. So to those of you that have asked me the question, can I learn how to ride a bike as an adult? The answer is yes. First, you're going to pick your bike, and I'm going to go over the different types of bikes that we have. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the commuter bike. The commuter bike, I'm going to put the picture up here for us to see. The commuter bike is a very balanced bike. The size, it's bigger. It's bigger. It gives you a sense of you're stable. It gives you a sense of you're steady. And for those of you that have the fears of, I don't want to fall down, that is a good place to start. The commuter bike, most times they only come as single speed. They don't have a gear system where you have to be changing your gears all the time. So commuter bike, or if you've seen any of those, movies about maybe Mamma Mia or any of those, movies on the beach, like you see a lot of the bikes, they are the ones that you have the basket in front of it. They either call them a commuter bike or a cruiser. So commuter bike or cruiser is the first kind of bike to take into consideration. The second one is a hybrid bike. What do we mean by hybrid bike? A hybrid bike is one that you can either use on the sidewalks, on some gravel, or you could use on the road as well. With hybrid bikes, you have a gear system. So you have a gear system where you could shift and change your gears to make it slower or faster. If you're going up the hill, there's a gear that you can change to help you climb the hill. In the hybrid, I've seen some hybrids that have from 1 to 7 gears to 8 to 9, even up to 27 gear system. You know, if you're interested in learning about the gear system in hybrids and road bikes, put a comment in the comment section and I will do a video on that for you. Now, the third kind of bike that you can get is a road bike. A road bike is a bike that primarily made to go on the roads. The kind of roads that your cars go on is what the road bikes are made for. And now you ask me, what is the difference between a road bike and a hybrid bike? First, the road bikes are very fast. They also have gear systems as well. You know, you shift the gears, you change your gears. They help you when you're going downhill or when you're, you know, climbing up the hill. Road bikes are very, very fast. They're very light. They're very lightweighted. And part of the reason why they make them so light is that they can go as fast as possible. These are the types of bikes that they use for race, for tours. You know, I don't know if any of you have read about Tour de France, which is a huge race that they do every year. It's a big deal among bikers. Anyways, so road bikes are very, very light. So those are the most common three bikes. You also have the mountain bikes, but I'm not going to go into the mountain bikes. Primarily, mountain bikes are the ones that you can use on dirt road, that you can use on gravels and all that, but we're not going to go in details into mountain bike. Now, these are the three primary bikes that I have interacted with. Right, so if you are going to get a bike, I'll tell you, if this is your first time, you're just learning how to ride, you've never been on a bicycle before, ever, what I'm going to recommend for you is you start out by getting a cruiser or a commuter bike. A cruiser or commuter bike is very, very strong, very heavy, very durable. It gives you that sense of balance. If you're struggling with your balance, commuter bike is the way to go. And of course, for those of us that maybe you have a mountain bike or you have a hybrid and you feel like, oh, this bike is getting old, it's not, you know, working and holding as much as I would love it to work, you can get a road bike. Road bikes, I love, they are fun. Like I said before, they're very light, they go very fast. So for people, a hybrid bike is very good. It's a good bike. And I'm gonna show you guys the pictures. I have a hybrid bike. That was my second bike that I bought. The hybrid bike is built to go on sidewalks. You can use it in the neighborhood. That's a good thing about the hybrid bike. Now with the COVID-19 and lockdown and shutdown, I see some people going on their road bikes in the community. It's okay, but it's just that I'm always very concerned about road bikes are very fast, and if you live in a very busy neighborhood, you want to watch out for kids, you want to watch out for cars. So but anyways, hybrid bikes is what I would recommend. If you say that you know how to ride but you've not been on a bike as an adult, get a hybrid bike. People that wanted to increase the number of miles that they ride, road bikes are the best to do for that. If you're wanting to go a longer distance, road bikes are the best, And if you want to make it a lifestyle, absolutely get a road bike. For people that wanted to learn, what I would say is get a coach. Get a coach, get a teacher, get a friend to teach you, and don't give up. Don't give up, because at times maybe you've learned before, maybe your partner or your husband or wife has taught you before, and you just feel like, your friends have helped you so much and you feel like, I'm so embarrassed, I don't want to ask them again. So maybe what you need to do is actually look for a bike class. Check online in your neighborhood, in your community centers. They have different classes, and biking and learning how to bike classes are also available as well. Don't be embarrassed, don't overthink it. There are a lot of adults that don't know how to ride. You are not alone. Hey, look at me. So go ahead, give them a call and schedule a riding class. So now you have a bike and you've also gone for the class, or you've had a friend or coach that actually has helped you and now you can ride. You're going up to 1 mile or 2 miles and your question is, where do I go? I feel like everybody's faster than I am. You know, how do I practice? Where do I go to practice? I'm going to recommend that you can go, it's just like when you're learning how to ride, how to drive a car. You can go to the school parking lot, especially now that the kids are on summer vacation. Go to the school parking lots when things are really quiet there, and you know, go around in loops and just practice and practice and practice and practice. Don't bother about who is looking at you or who is not looking at you. Set it as a goal for this year that, hey, I've always desired this. I can do this. Because I tell you what, you can do it. Anybody, if I'm riding, you can ride. Anybody can ride. So thank you so very much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Also make sure that you click on the bell. Click on the bell because whenever I have new videos, you will be the first person to know by clicking on that bell. I look forward to seeing you guys and sharing more with you. It's always a pleasure to come and share all this, you know, information with you guys. And thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for watching.